Facts to know. Buddhism is one of the world's largest religions, and was originated 2,500 years ago by Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha. Buddhists believe that the human life is one of suffering, and that meditation, spiritual and physical labor, and good behavior are the ways to achieve enlightenment, or nirvana. Buddhism is one of the world's major religions. It was originated in South Asia around the 5th century BCE with Siddhartha Gautama, and over the next millennia it spread across Asia and the rest of the world. Buddhists believe that human life is a cycle of suffering and rebirth, but that if one achieves a state of enlightenment or nirvana, it is possible to escape this cycle forever. Siddhartha Gautama was the first person to reach this state of enlightenment, known as the Buddha. Buddhists do not believe in any kind of deity or God, although there are supernatural figures, who can help or hinder people on the path towards enlightenment. Born on the land of Lumbini, Kapilvastu, Nepal, Siddhartha Gautama was a prince around the 5th century BCE, who upon seeing people poor and dying, realized that human life is suffering. He renounced his wealth, and spent time as a poor beggar, meditating and traveling, but ultimately remaining unsatisfied, settling on something called the middle way. This idea meant that neither extreme asceticism, nor extreme wealth was the path to enlightenment, but rather a way of life between the two extremes was the path to enlightenment. Eventually, in a state of deep meditation, he achieved enlightenment or nirvana, underneath the Bodhi tree, the tree of awakening. There is happiness in life, happiness in friendship, happiness of a family, happiness in a healthy body and mind. But when one loses them, there is suffering. Dhammapada. The Four Noble Truths is one of the fundamental doctrines of Buddhism, which have been set forth by the Buddha in his first sermon, which he gave after his enlightenment. The Buddha taught about Four Noble Truths. The first truth is called suffering, dukkha. This truth teaches that suffering is everywhere. Everyone in life is suffering in some way. When people are born, they cry. When they are sick, they have pain. When they are old, they have sufferings with their body. When people die, someone dear feels sorrow for their death. Life always involves suffering, in obvious and subtle forms. Even when things seem good, we always feel an undercurrent of anxiety and uncertainty inside. The second truth is cause of suffering, samudaya. This truth states that all suffering comes from desire, tanha. What is the cause of these suffering? Why do we feel pain? Why do people suffer? These are the result of greed or wanting more, ignorance, and wrong idea of pleasure. We suffer because of our mistaken belief that we are a separate, independent, solid I. The painful and futile struggle to maintain this delusion of ego is known as samsara, or cyclic existence. The third truth is cessation of suffering, nirodha. This truth says that it is possible to stop suffering, and achieve enlightenment. In order to end these suffering, one must be able to cut off their greed, idea of having pleasure. One must learn and have knowledge to cut off their ignorance. The first way to end these suffering is changing one's views, and must try to live in a natural way, and must possess peaceful mind. The state when one ends their suffering, and live a peaceful way is known as nirvana. This is the highest goal and aim of Buddhism, and Buddha tries to spread his knowledge to people, so that they can end their suffering. The fourth truth is path to the cessation of suffering, Mudga. This truth is about the Noble Eightfold Path or the Middle Way, which is the steps to achieve enlightenment. Buddhists believe in a wheel of rebirth into different bodies. This is connected to karma, which refers to how a person's good or bad actions in the past, or in their past lives, can impact them in the future. Thanks for watching the video. For more update to my new videos, press the bell icon. And please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, to support my channel. Thank you.